Hello everyone and welcome to ICM's midday session. It's a bit quiet in the market today. We're having a bit of a move on stock futures, but in the currency markets we're just having a bit of fluctuations. But in general we're still almost in the same trading range. So let's go to the euro dollar first. We're still trading inside the range that's been here for the past couple of days. So we're continuing a bit of a move to the upside, but still capped by previous top of almost 1840, 1860 range. But I want to highlight something for what's happening with the euro dollar. If you just use the Fibonacci retracement, which is one of the easy tools to use on the MetaTrader 4 platform, you can see how the market, the first drop, it retraced almost 38.2 exactly. If you just also adjust, also we had a 38.2 retracement, and then the market continued lower. And also if we just dip lower, now we had a bit of a price action yesterday between 23.6 and 38.2 retracement Fibonacci, and now we're able to trade back above 38, and we're finding a bit of resistance near the 50%. So this is just giving you a simple example on how the Fibonacci retracement can help you throughout your trading and deciding key trading levels. Now the coming level is almost the 61.8. It sets between the range that we highlighted earlier, between the 1840 and 1860 level, which was previously a key resistance area for the euro dollar. If we were able to break above or break out of this consolidation zone, at least to the upside on a bullish scenario, we could retest 119, 119.20 level. If we let's add some indicators. So you can see here how the Bollinger Bands, they're just diverging again following the consolidation that took place in the past couple of hours. But now we're just moving back again higher, and the moving averages also they're a bit edging higher following this almost steady slope. So we're trying a bit of a move to the upside. We're seeing just a little bit of a positive move on the day. The RSI is almost near the 70 overbought level. So it's just in a bigger picture, a pure consolidation zone that we're waiting for a break out of it. So you can just highlight the key levels and just trade any breakout out of these levels. But definitely we need like key movers in the market, which currently we're lacking. We had the second reading of the third quarter GDP figures from the Eurozone, but they just missed estimates by a little bit, slightly lower than the preliminary reading, and it didn't have much of an impact on the market. Moving to the British pound against the US dollar. So the pound is recovering from yesterday's loss following a drop towards 31 zone, so pointing 131 as a key support area for the coming trading hours. Also, what we can on the bigger picture, we're just still trading inside the certain. So we just have a bigger picture. We're just trading inside the bigger channel. And we found support exactly near the middle of the channel. So this is just holding in the market. So if we were able to trade back above the intermediate support, so you can see here we had a minor support, which was earlier a resistance near 31.90, 32.10 area. So if we're able to break back above this range of almost 30 pips, this could add to further bullishness on the outlook, and maybe we can edge higher towards 133 again. But definitely, as I said, we need key movers for a better market move. So these are the key levels if you are trading the British pound against the United States dollar. The moving averages, we just crossed above the 100 and 200 again, so we're trading back above them. And the Bollinger Bands, they're just widening a little bit following this consolidation move that was taking place. The dollar against the Swiss franc, we're still trading also inside the range that we were trading at following the headline. So we had this move on the headline for the vaccine, and then we were trading inside this consolidation range of almost 100 pip for a couple of days now. We're just awaiting a breakout. Also, you can pinpoint a smaller consolidation zone inside the big one. So it's between 91.35 and 91.60. So this is a smaller or a tighter zone where you can trade its breakout towards the bigger consolidation zone that we're trading in. The dollar against the Japanese yen also, what we highlighted yesterday, a break below the trend line could lead to another drop towards almost 104.7, 104.70, 104.80 area, which is a support area, and definitely this is what happened. And also we found support near the 200-hour exponential moving average, which coincided with the previous support zone. So you can see here it was a bit between the previous supports, and on the upside we're still finding resistance near 105.60. So this is just another range that we can highlight on the dollar against the Japanese yen, almost 104.70, 105.65. So almost 100 pip range that also is awaiting a key market mover to break out of. The Australian dollar, so following its drop or its movement away from the support zone of almost 72.40, so we had this area here 72.40 that we're trading at. We had a bit of a downside move, but this is just to form a channel. So you can see here how the market 1, 2, 3, and we got exactly the fourth point of the channel, and now we're moving higher again, so almost near 72.55, back towards the previous zone that we were trading at. So here we're just pointing some key levels again. The top of this channel, which is currently near 72.80, which is also coinciding with the previous, almost previous area. So this range here, the smaller one, 72.80, 73, could be packed with some selling orders. If we're able to clear above it, we can trade back to 73.40, and then we could start pointing at 74, 74.15 as a coming resistance area. While as long as we're just if we have a bit of a bearishness on the pair again, maybe some headlines that could hit the risk sentiment, we could see lower, a move lower, which also would point to any retest to the lower side of the Bollinger Band of the channel that we just drew. So this is if we just add the Bollinger Band, you can see that we're currently finding resistance near its upper line. So watch out for any retracement towards the middle band and maybe a continuation higher if we're just heading for a bullish move on the Australian dollar against the United States dollar. The New Zealand dollar, we had a bit of confluence between Fibonacci levels. So if you just take the full movement from the beginning, so we had an impulsive move, and then we have a correction, and now we had another big directional move, and now comes the correction. Almost the 38.2 is just confluence. It's just intersecting with the 76.4 area that we just started earlier this week. So the movement that took place starting this week. So this is just the same zone that we're trading at, almost 68 area. So this is definitely a key support zone. If we trade back below it, we could be heading to a bigger correction on the pair towards 67.40, which could be near almost 61.8 retracement. So you can see that's coinciding the 61.8 and the previous resistance area. While a continuation to the upside, definitely we need to trade back above the previous interim top at 68.52, which could lead to further bullishness towards, or a bullish rally towards, 69.15. For the dollar against the Canadian dollar, yesterday we highlighted the trend line. So we had a break below this small trend line. It was a false break. So we didn't have much of a filtration, didn't much of a move lower, but this is just to have the channel that we had this alternative scenario, which was the channel that we were trading at. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got a couple of points following this, the build of this channel. We got 2 points where the market just hit the upper side of the channel, and then we had a correction of almost 50 pips, giving you 2 opportunities to trade the Canadian dollar. So what's best to do today is just to watch out how the Canadian dollar will evolve with this formation. Definitely the 31 continues to be a key level. You can see here how the 31 level had a bit of a pressure on the price. We had a move lower, and then the market was able to clear above it. And then we had a retracement towards the 31, and then another continuation higher towards the upper side of the channel, making the 131 level a key level for trading the dollar against the Canadian dollar. So what you have to do is just watch out for this channel, how the price action will evolve in this channel, and the lower bound of 131. Any break back below it could lead to further drop towards 30.60, and then on a bigger scale towards 29.85. However, if we stay above 131 level, this could mean that we're poised to a further move to the upside towards previous resistance zone of almost 32.25, 32.60 area. So gold, yesterday we highlighted this small trend line here. We had a break above it, and then we had a retracement towards the trend line a couple of times, and then the market moved higher. However, we are just lacking a bit of volume. So we had a a big momentum on the break, following the break, but still now we're moving sideways again. This is just due to a bit of uncertainty in the market. So we need a bit of clarity to jump into a better trading position. So that's what's happening in the market. You can highlight these trend lines here. So combining the previous bottoms, watch out for any break below the trend line. It could lead to a bigger correction towards the trend line combining the previous bottoms. So almost near 1862. Currently, we're still trading inside the range. So these are the levels that you can highlight if you are trading the gold. So we have a range support zone between 1850 1856 and resistance area between 1885 and 1890. So these areas, they're just important for traders. So watch out how the price action will take place when we approach these areas again. Silver is just clear. Also, you can see the sideways move it's much clearer. So we're just having resistance near almost 2450, and we're just moving sideways. We have a smaller range than the one that we highlighted before. So, but it's just too narrow just to trade it. So it's almost similar to the bigger range. That's almost $1 range. So these are the key levels for silver. Moving to Dow Jones, so following the support near the previous zone, so can you see here the market dropped towards the support near almost 28,850. Now we're moving back higher, so you can just highlight the previous resistance area near 29,600. We're currently trading near its middle range. So this is just for the Dow Jones. We're stuck inside a range of almost 800 points that we're currently trading at. So this is for Dow Jones. I'm just going to add the moving averages. Here you can see the pullback towards the upper band of the Bollinger Band. They're just widening a bit, hinting for maybe a directional move, but watch out for like minor corrections. If the market is going to continue higher today, watch out for minor corrections throughout the day and then a continuation. But on the bigger picture, I repeat, this is just the range that we are trading at, unless we have key movers that could drive the prices to the new price range. Oil prices. Also, we have a certain confluence. So here the market just retraced 78.6. So if this is 76.4, but 78.6 was almost equal, and also it's just equal to the previous zone for the bigger correction. So it's almost 50%. So making this area a key area for oil. And now we're just having a slighter correction towards the 20 ampere hour simple moving average, which is the middle line of the Bollinger Band. So this is just what you can do here. You can just highlight the sides of the bands as key zones to trade out with. So we're almost left out with 40, 39, 60 zones. So this area that we previously highlighted as a key support area, and resistance coming in at 42.30. And ahead we have the previous top, which acted also as support for a while, which is almost near 51, 41, 54. Maybe we're just gonna have a bit of a calm movement, a calm market or fluctuations on oil, since investors will be looking to the GMMC meeting early next week. So the Joint Ministerial Monitoring Committee for OPEC Plus, which there are some news that the top oil producers, they'll be looking to extend the current output cuts in order to stabilize the market. So this is all for today's session. For US session, we're just waiting ahead of the US session, the producer price index and the Michigan consumer sentiment. And after that, also the Bank of England governor will be having a speech. But yesterday, mainly they said everything in the ECB forum. There is nothing changed with the view or the long-term view for the monetary policy. So this is all for today's session. If you just want to watch our next live sessions, you can just subscribe to ICM Capital. All the information, news, analysis, and opinion mentioned in this webinar only serve this live session only serve for educational purposes and shouldn't be taken as a signal whether to buy or to sell any financial instrument, and ICM doesn't provide any investment advice. So this is all for today. Wish you safe trading and thank you.